let me ask you, right? What do you think about bench press, YouTube, right? The rest of you guys, do you like bench press, or how do you have problems with bench press? Or do you modify your bench press? Do you do bodybuilding bench press? Do you do powerlifting bench press? Incline bench press, close grip bench press, neutral grip bench press? What is your take on the bench press? What do you think about bench pressing? Dumbbell bench presses or dumbbell bench presses better than barbell bench presses? And if so, why, right? I got my opinion, but I want to know what you think. Yo, it's your bro Elliott Host here, back with another what? What am I doing? What is this even? I'm working out, you're hanging out with me, watching me lift weights, and I answer a question time and again, and my misbehaving dog hangs out with us. So, I guess that's why you're here. I guess that's what I'm doing, right? I get up early on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, huh? Prepare, get ready, hang out with you guys. Got a question today from Poo-Poo. Poo-Poo 1310023. Okay, Poo-Poo. Poo-Poo wants to know, he says, Elliott, I stopped barbell bench pressing. What do you think? He says, I don't think that exercise is worth it in the long term with shoulder health, unless you're using dumbbells. That's what Poop says. Poo-Poo, why are you asking me if you have your own opinion? You just want to know what I think, right? You want to know if I'm going to validate your assertion, right? That dumbbells are better than barbells. Well, I'm not! They're not necessarily better, but they do different things. I'm weird today, right? So I was gonna do bench press today, and you just shamed me. I was legit gonna go do bench press, and now I feel ashamed because you're calling me out, asking me questions, and then answering the damn question for me. I can't even give my opinion without you shoving it down my throat. What's up, Poo-Poo? So now, because I have this bench press shame, I gotta think of other things to do. But that's not true. I'm gonna bench press anyway. But I'm gonna talk about variations of bench press and why I actually stopped using the barbell bench press myself for a very long time. Intermittently, I've taken long breaks from barbell bench pressing. And most recently, I took a long break from barbell bench pressing, as you assert, because I was having shoulder problems. But I wasn't having shoulder problems because of barbell bench pressing. I was having shoulder problems. Fooey, leave that. Let's go. Wait. I was having shoulder problems because I tore this damn bicep. You see how ugly this bicep looks? Because it never really recovered totally. I had surgery and shit. So the mechanics on this arm was really off, and I discovered that while I was doing bench pressing, I was just having way too many problems right here. And so what I did, right, it's just like a little hack if you're having shoulder problems with your bench press. You can eliminate bench press altogether if you want to. That's up to you. That's your opinion. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to work around. And one of the... Fooey! Leave that! One of the workarounds that I used for bench press was to do board presses. You know what board presses are? Board presses and floor presses. And there's a way to do board press on your own with a piece of equipment that you strap to your chest, right? So that the barbell doesn't come down much further than here. So I only wanted to come to parallel. Also with floor presses, you lay on the floor, obviously, and I can kind of demonstrate for you in a minute here. And then you just stop right here. Boom. Let me do that. Let me demonstrate that for you because it's a really good exercise for people who want to do bench press that have shoulder problems, and I'll give you a few other variations thereof. Stick around. So you need what for bench press? A bench. So I'm getting rid of the bench, right? And if the bench is not included, is it a bench press? No. I'm gonna use the floor. So it'll be a floor press. So floor press is good for somebody with shoulder problems because you don't go too deep, right? You can't go much deeper than this, right? And so for many months, I worked my bench press just like this. And by doing just floor presses and board presses, I did heal my shoulder. Why? Because there's a 20-degree crossover of strength from a range of motion, right? So if you're working this range of motion only in an exercise, you're gonna get a 20% increase in that angle of strength just working in this angle, right? So if I work this angle, I'm gonna be strong in this angle. That's why a lot of bodybuilders, you'll see, they'll do like, it looks like they're doing half reps. You ever watch Cali Muscle? No hate on Cali, love Cali. He does a lot of like half reps. And I used to wonder why, like why is he just doing those little baby reps? And it's because you really don't need to go full range all the time. You can still, like I said, work within this rep range and then get that rep range strength. So by working the bench press to here, the floor press, not bench, floor press to here, there's a crossover strength down into here. And so by using that for several months, I healed my shoulder. I did. But today, I'm gonna do something dangerous. I'm gonna do bench press. Truth is, today I'm gonna do close grip bench press. I'm doing an arm dedicated workout today, right? So one of the best tricep exercises is close grip bench press. So, you know, if you're trying to avoid bench press because of shoulder problems, you might be able to get away with it if you do close grip bench press. So that's what I'm gonna be doing today. But I can't help but share this with you before moving forward. This is a neutral grip bar. Sometimes they call it a football bar, parallel bar. This is called an X bar. And with this, you might also find that the neutral grip feels better on your shoulders. So and I think the part of the reason why people have problems with the bench press is because it is kind of an unnatural angle, right? Especially if you're doing it bodybuilding style, right? I think this is like sort of an unnatural angle. Power lifters oftentimes bench press like this. So there's less pressure on the shoulders and it's more triceps, right? So you gotta ask yourself, what kind of bench press are you doing? Also, this is a neutral, like I said, it's neutral, sorry. So once again, there's not as much of that weird angle on the shoulders. It's just a neutral grip and it works a lot more with the triceps, root, boom. And this also is more analogous to strongman moves, right? Like, so when I work with a log, right? I'm working with a log, it's a neutral grip. So very rarely in strongman are you gonna find a parallel grip bench press event. So I don't do it very often, except if it's close grip, like today. What I say we're gonna start with, close grip bench. That's number one. Then number two, I wanna work something for the biceps, but that's like compound, right? So I'm gonna do inverted rows. Taking that hybrid approach to building arms, right? Like I spoke about last week in that video. And then, oh, check this out. I'm so excited to try my original bicep board that I bought from Mark Bell. So I'm gonna use this for bicep training today. I'll talk a little bit about it and why I like it, but that's what I'm gonna use today. And I gotta get rid of my other dog now. I'm gonna go overhead, cable, rope, extensions for triceps. I'm gonna do bicep board, and then we'll finish with some strongman conditioning. Sandbag shouldering, prowler. What do you think about Thursdays working out with the kids from now on? That was very helpful to have you with Emerson doing deadlifts and stuff. And then I might start like another like open gym on Fridays where I invite people to come and work out with me.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I think that would be good too. So what do you guys think about that? Would you like to see brand new open gyms here at the Strength Camp Ranch? I'll invite Jeff back. There's a couple other guys that I've met. Maybe even you. We'll create something where you can sign up and come train at the ranch with OE. Let me know in the comments below. So if the bench press movement causes shoulder pain, what about doing the reverse of a bench press movement, right? Like that's what I just did there. They call those inverted rows, but they're pretty much like bench presses except in reverse. I wonder, is that something that maybe you could use if you have shoulder pain? Like, right, like to reverse out the shoulder pain? You know what I'm saying? By doing the opposite, the same way that you reverse out knee pain by walking backwards, right, KO2 guy? So, I wonder, what do you think? Biggest failure in life are my biceps. I've tore both of them, and they've never been my prized possession. Quads, glutes, calves, traps, yeah. Biceps, no, and I don't know why. Maybe I'm genetically cursed to have weak, small, shitty biceps. But anyway, just as with any addict or gambler, I'm gonna try again to get my fix. I'm gonna try to fix my bicep. And so I went and I bought this bicep board, right? I saw Mark Bell using it. And what it's supposed to do is eliminate, here's what happens with me. The truth is that I'm also gifted in my forearms. But that's the curse, because every time I do biceps, like my forearms will get bigger and denser and thicker, but then my poor biceps, they don't get a workout. So I'll get a lot of like thickness across here, in here, but then the bicep, no go, no bueno. So from what I understand, right, and I'm just being transparent with you. I mean, I don't have any deal going on with Mark. I'm just desperate to fix this bicep issue. And so when I watched some of the videos, he and the guys were talking about how this eliminates the forearms and stuff like that, right? So it focuses more on the bicep because the hands are like this, right? And I know that when I like do dips with my hands like that, I get a totally different response. And so I figure, oh, it can't be bad, right? But I tell you, it doesn't feel comfortable. I can't find a groove for it. Like I could do it like this. I just don't know. Maybe I gotta do it like this. And I definitely don't think I'm too thick for this, right? I see Mark doing it and he's a big guy. So I'm gonna do my best to try to get somewhat of a workout from this thing. And if it works, good. If it doesn't work, well, then I just threw my money away. But it doesn't matter. I got plenty more where that came from. So you normally could put like a barbell in there, a dumbbell in there, right? You slip it in. But I wanted to do it with my cables, so I went and bought this accessory too, right? I'm a good customer. Real awkward. Maybe I'm not doing it right though. Let me start up here, right? Start from like a comfortable position. That's somewhat comfortable, but still no bueno. How do you keep your, I don't get it. I know I'm doing something wrong. I gotta be doing something wrong. I don't know. I don't know. All right. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. I don't want to say it's like a gimmick, or maybe it's too complicated for guys like me to figure out how to use it. It's just a board, right? I can't figure it out. I got my hands flat. Maybe I'm doing it right and I just need to be patient. Right? Maybe that's what it is. I'll tell you what, I don't look forward to using this. You know when you buy a new piece of equipment, you're like, I can't wait to use it again, like my donkey. I'm resisting this. I'm really trying here. I want it to work. I want to believe. I guess I'm forever doomed to have dysfunctional biceps. All my hopes have been dashed from the bicep board. Well, maybe I can get some tutorials or some help. Maybe it's just me, all right? Maybe it's just me. I mean, I'm feeling it in my bicep. I definitely feel it in my bicep, but it's such an awkward position for me. Maybe I need more flexibility through my hands, right? Maybe that's what it is. It look easy for the guys in the videos. I don't know what to say. I don't want to give a negative review, but I must. Mark, I love you. I like the things that I put on my knees that you sent me and the wrist wraps and stuff like that. Well, the bicep board, bro, ain't bussin'. I just can't figure it out. So, but I'm sure it'll work for other people, but not for me. But I won't ask for a refund, bro. I'll just send it to your fund, to the Super Strength Fund. Yeah. Do you know what that is that I just did? It wasn't some weird strongman dance. It probably looked real bad. It's called dot drills. And if you remember following like the Bigger, Faster, Stronger program back in high school, or am I dating myself, where the agility program required that you do these. So Poo-Poo, was that his name? Poo-Poo? I hope I answered your question well, bro. So you already know that lifting with the dumbbells might be better for your shoulders than the barbell, but I don't want to discount the barbell altogether. In fact, there's an entire sport around barbell bench pressing, so I don't want to demonize the entire sport. So I think barbell bench press is good depending on how you do it, especially if you got shoulder pain. There are ways to modify the exercise, or if you want, eliminate it completely and use dumbbells. That's up to you. Me, I'll continue to use neutral grip, close grip, all different variations that support me in log pressing, axle pressing, and all the things I do in strongman. So hope that helps you, dude. Not a clear answer, but I hope one that gives you food for thought. Done.